Hello again. Happy Monday. Now, we had a pretty nice start to our week here in West Texas. Want to take a quick look across the country to see how other people started out the week. Up in Maine, 12 degrees right now in Bangor, Maine, 24 degrees up in Fargo, North Dakota, sunny 79 over in Los Angeles. Boy, I would love to be over there right now. But here in West Texas, as I mentioned before, we're still holding on to the 60s, lower to mid 60s up in the big country, 63 in Abilene, 65 in Roby, 64 over in Cider. Here in the Cottrell Valley, we're more of the upper 60s to lower 70s down in Junction. They're still holding on to 70 degrees, 68 here in San Angelo, 65 degrees over in Ozona. Now, we've had a sunny day, but we're going to see the clouds pick up as we go through our overnight hours, but those clouds was going to help keep us from dropping to sub-freezing temperatures tonight. So overnight lows are going to be in the mid to upper 30s in the Concho Valley. Some places in the big country could only stay to the lower 40s. Sweetwater, Colorado City, Roby, all looking to be 41 degrees tonight, 39 in Abilene and San Angelo, 34 in Menard and Junction for our overnight lows. Now, I have a few pieces of good news. The rest of the week is going to be very quiet as far as the weather, and we're going to be on a warming trend, which is fun for our viewers, but not so fun when you're a forecaster looking for stuff to put into your show. But we're on this warming trend for the rest of the week, going to be in the 80s by this weekend with some pretty sunny conditions. Tomorrow, this is our next piece of good news, is the first day of meteorological spring that's observed from March 1st through May 31st, which is just that transition from winter to summer. It allows for more accurate seasonal statistics. That's why it's important. And then astronomical spring, which is what we count from the placement of the planet, starts on March 20th at 10:32 a.m. So you're going to hear me talking about that a lot more over the next coming weeks. The same way you're going to hear me talking about day length. That's the last piece of good news. We're going to be looking at 8 p.m. sunsets in just a month away. Daylight saving will start again in about 2 more weeks. So we're going to see those clocks go back an hour forward, which is why we're going to be looking at 8 p.m. sunsets pretty soon here. And really in about 3 weeks, we're going to be looking at 12-hour days when we have the spring equinox come along. So right now we're looking at about 11.5 hours of sunshine each day. We're going to slowly get to 12, and then by mid-April, we'll be looking at 13-hour days. So the days are getting longer. It's getting warmer outside. It's really starting to feel like spring, and we're going to see that through this forecast period on a warming trend through the weekend before we see our next kind of cool down going into the start of next week with temperatures in the upper 60s. Same in Abilene. Our next weather maker could be coming by the end of this weekend, bringing some isolated rain chances and much cooler temperatures going into the start of next week. For now, let's enjoy the spring-like weather we're getting for the first week of March. Back to you, Tim.